What's up, guys? Winner Kills here, and we are back with another deck profile. We've got Invoked Blue Eyes, or Blue Eyes Eidolons, my brother's build. So without further ado, he's going to go ahead and get started with the main deck.
Alright, let's get right into this profile here. Eidolon Blue Eyes, best deck ever. So we start off with the classic Blue Eyes engine. You have to play these or the deck won't run, especially these and these, gotta play them. This guy, you can play two, but with the Eidolons there's not enough room. In Pure I would play it, but not enough room with the Eidolons. He's good for taking out things like the Cosmo Field Spell, Barrage, Tanky, and then the Field Spell in the Mirror Match. Two Sage, normally play three, but again there's not enough room, so I had to trim some stuff. Along with two Stones, same principle there. Normal Summon Sage, even normal summon this if you have to, or when you bring out Alistair, you can normal summon Alistair, use his effect, then you can Sage him away for a Blue Eyes. 2-star, things like that. Eidolon Engine, 3 Alistair is a must. Gets all the Eidolon stuff going. Gotta play it. Max C, the worst card ever. I play it because I couldn't decide what else to play. One effect Veiler. He's good. He stops things like Rat. He stops any of the Zoo stuff, even Infernoids with the Decatron, things like that. He's also a tuner if you really need him to be. Half of the Kaiju engine along with the 3 Slumbers. Best cards ever made.
Or the worst cards, depending on
the
who you
worst
are.
cards, yeah. Definitely draw some salt when you get Kaiju'd. 3 Monster Reborn. Also protects your dragons from destruction, and destruction is relevant right now. Slumber's huge. If you got like just like a Blue Eyes chilling on the field and they got nothing and they don't realize you have this, or don't remember what it does, they can Slumber, you throw this, and then their Slumber just dies because it has to destroy at least something. 3 Search. Gotta search Blue Eyes. Best way to do it.
Facts.
3 Search Alistair, which searches Invocation. Gotta play it. And also they can't respond to the actual summon of your fusions, which is also pretty cool. 2 Invocation, you only need 2 because it recycles itself immediately the same turn it was used. The only time you might ever get in trouble with 2 is if it's late game and they were like negated and they were sent to the graveyard, but that doesn't really happen. Usually the game's over before that can happen. Especially playing the 3 level 8 Kaijus, I decided to play 2 of these because obviously the Blue Eyes it works with, but also the Kaiju's bonus if you don't need the Kaiju. And I cut it to 2 just to make room for the other stuff. 2 Pot of Greed, Wonder Wand. Works with Sage, ideally Alistair. You just equip it if it doesn't get MST'd. If it does get MST or Twisted, you pretty much baited that, so they don't hit things like your field spell, so you can just kind of waste it if you need to, or you just get the draws. And you can use Alistair Engrave or any light engrave that you have. 2 Slumber, only really need 2. 3 can kind of clog, and again, the deck space is kind of tight because you're trying to fit 2 full archetypes together. One of these, you can play more than one. I side the other 2. 2's not bad, a lot of decks play 2, but I figured I'd want to have at least something to an out like this card. Vanity's Emptiness wins too many games, you have to play it. Until it gets banned, you have to play it. You just have to. It's a cancer, but it works.
Get it out of my face. Out of the extra deck.
So now we go on to that extra spice. 3 Walking Providence. They activate effect, you discard the same type of card, Spell Trapper Monster. Negate and banish. He's kind of weak, but you can use Alistair's Honest effect to give him the 1000 boost to go for game or beat over big things, like especially if they have like the Lightning Strike Kaiju or any of the big Kaijus, which are 3300. Magelencia, or however that's pronounced. Use him going to rank 8s or just a beat stick. Cositus, auto beats decks like Paleozoic. Attacks and defense. He can be hard for some decks to just get around. Book of Moon, he's a Book of Moon, so it's good.
Not wrong.
He'll stop, rat plays and any other types of stuff. This I played because I took out Seraph Knight because I was playing a Brilliant build, but this I put in because you can either just use your Alistair or any deck that plays a Dark Monster, and you might run into that, so I figured because I didn't know what else to play, it'd be a decent option. Elysium comes up in the mirror match a lot, and if you have time and have enough resources to make it against any other decks, it can just auto win because it banishes their whole field. Twin Burst because you can use it with Invocation, or you can just summon it without Invocation because it doesn't require any fusion things. And you can just beat into things. He doesn't get destroyed by battle. You take a little bit of damage and you just banish him, and he can attack monsters twice.
Busted.
This, with Invocation, is just 2 normal monsters. He can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects, or he's unaffected by monster effects, and he can't be destroyed by battle unless it's with a normal monster, so that's pretty much just auto beats a lot of decks. And I believe Alistair works on him because he's a fusion. I don't think it has to be an Invoked. Let me just double check because that's actually really cool.
I think it's being invoked.
Target 1 fusion monster you control.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so you can actually boost him because he's a little weak, so you can bump him to 37. Blue Eyes stuff, cut each to 1 to make room for the Invokes, obviously. And then this is super rare and it never happens, but I still play this for this. And then if you ever manage to keep him and have a tuner for this, never happens. And then the only rank 8 I saw fit playing was this guy, because he negates spells and barrage and tanky and slumber and all those cards are a thing, so that's why I play that.
Alright, now on to the side deck.
Alright, so now for the side deck. 3 Artifact Lancia, mainly for Infernoids, especially after when the links come out. It's going to be a big deck, and that's pretty much the best card to play. I don't play Chaos Hunter because I banish stuff in my deck. Crow stops things like Zodiac Combo and Emerald, and can just
a really good
just at the right time it can basically shut down your opponent. Ogre for field spells and continuous spells and traps, also monsters. Twister, back row, strike, warning, debury, those are all cards, field spells. Slumber, Raigeki Dark Hole, Mirror Force, Torrential Tribute. Basically that's what that's for. Negation that you don't have to set, like Breakthrough Skill. Even sometimes it's not intended for it, but the 400 attack boost you can use on your monsters sometimes to go in for game or beat over stuff. And then the Poor Man's Debarrier.
Want to go ahead and say what this card does real quick?
This card says, declare 1 extra deck monster, card type Fusion Synchro Ixie. If 2 or more monsters of the declared type are on the field, make each player send all monsters of that type to their graveyard.
So basically you use this for Ixies on Zodiac.
Yeah, pretty much.
Busted card.
But yeah.
Poor Man's Debarrier.
If you have Debarrier, play it, main it, but that's another option. And that's it.
Alright, so that's it for his Blue Eyes Invoked deck profile. Hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know what order these are going to go, but if you haven't seen it already, go check out the other version of this deck, which is Invoked Windwitch Artifact, which if you want to see that video, you can click right here. You can go watch that video. And yeah, you can go check out the other version. If you have those other cards, this is another way you can play the deck. There's like, I think, you can also play Zodiac Invoked, I think that's another way you can play it, so yeah. If we end up getting a build of that together, we'll probably get a profile of it sometime, but that's still a who knows. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, leave your comments or suggestions down in the comment section below. And as always, guys, the Winner Kill signing out. We'll see you in the next one.